Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we'll be talking about Nigeria Keke. If you guys are asking about Nigeria Keke, Nigeria Keke is a commonly locally means of transport across Nigeria. Today we'll be talking about our experience about Keke. Bobe, you're first.
So a keke is very accessible to loads of people. And I remember the first time when I went on a keke, I thought I was gonna fall off because it's a three-wheel mobile. Most cars have four wheels, so obviously you're gonna get a little bit nervous when it's only three wheels. So I thought I was gonna fall off. So I was just gripping onto the bars on the keke. And once it started moving, I was so scared because I was gonna fall off, or maybe the keke was gonna fall off itself. But as I got used to it, it kind of felt the wind blowing in your face. I put my head out. It felt refreshing. It felt like a really fast car on a road with no windows. It was really fun.
Well, a keke is very cheap and it's easy to get around. It's very small, so it can fit in small spaces. Imagine if there's traffic, it can easily smooth out of there. And my first time was actually with Bobe, and I decided to be in the middle because when Boba first time, I knew she was enjoying the wind. At first, Boba was a little bit scared. She was holding on to bars, but once she started getting used to it, she started to enjoy the freedom.
Following up on what Chima said about the Keke, now at first though I was actually quite scared as it didn't have any doors. Now of course, well, you can't judge a book by its cover, so I went in the Keke. Now I was in the actual front seat, not in the back. So I was very confused on one of the things that was fascinating about me is how the driver of the actual Keke could fit with me in the front seat, because he's making turns, he's going fast, and I'm still there, I'm comfortable. So as small as it is, it can compact 4 people, which really fascinate me. But also something that following up on what Bert said, I was using the metal bar as to stabilize myself so I didn't fall off. But the thing with the no doors, of course that's dangerous. There was no door seatbelt. I felt more freedom, kind of. The wind was cushioning my face. I felt more free. So I really like that. What do you have to say?
So about Keke, as my first initial thought of the Keke was it was going to be dangerous, just as you said. But the thing is, one surprising thing I found about the Keke is that even though despite having weight or 3-4 people on it, it has good stability, and can move very well despite corners, positions. Even though it has 3 wheels and 4 people, it can still maneuver very well. All that. That's the one thing surprising fact about the Keke. So it's a pretty good vehicle, to be fair.
Following up on what you said about quick, and it is, as what Chima said as well, it's very small, so it can not beat traffic, but it's very quick to maneuver through traffic. It is fast, but there is some consequences for fastness. You can hear the engine, which can be quite disturbing. Yeah. But all in all, it's actually quite. I like that it's local as well. I saw loads down the road there. And it's very cheap as well. Only 200, maybe 200 naira.
I think so.
Which anyone from the UK, that's I don't know, 10, maybe 20p.
Yeah.
Chima, what do you have to say?
Well, for my first time, I was very surprised because it was a 3 mobile wheel, which I thought it would be dangerous and it might topple over if it goes too fast, because normally I never seen a car with a 3 mobile, and I'm sure everyone was really surprised with a car that has 3 mobiles.
Yeah, although the Keke is a easy and great way of transport for most people, it also has some bad sides to it. The people driving the Keke, they drive so recklessly. It looks as if they don't have a driver's license. Maybe it's only me, but it looks like they don't have a driver's license.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've got to agree with your point. Every time the Keke drivers make a mistake, they always try to argue with car owners every time, which then leads up to arguments between the both drivers, all that. I don't know if these Keke drivers have any license in Nigeria. Please comment down below if Nigeria has driving license for Keke.
Yeah, I do have to agree with the aggressiveness is what he said. Did you drive rather like more recklessly and like from what I've seen, not all KK drivers, but from what I've seen, like when you try to correct them, they get like more aggressive, more angry, which of course can lead to a lot of bad problems. But another disadvantage I can think of is that yeah, KK must be cheap, it's fast, and of course you feel more freedom, but they don't actually like take you that far, which I can find as like disadvantage. But like unlike taxis or something, like it might be more expensive, might be a little slow, but like they can take you to your destination. But like a KK don't take you too far, which can be a disadvantage. Just like kind of pulls down all the disadvantages.
Well,
Do you want to say?
speaking about the Keke, I think that Keke drivers are very impatient. Like, imagine you're on the road and there's a huge line of traffic. In the Keke drivers, they'll find a whole way around the road just to get to their destination. They're very impatient and don't care what happens to other people. Also, I think it was maybe like a week or 2 weeks ago, there was an incident that happened on the road when a Keke driver scratched a Mercedes trying to get its way passed around because it's very impatient, of course. And it didn't even stop to say sorry or anything. Instead, he started shouting at the Mercedes, even though they were in the wrongdoing.
They always never really admit the wrong. They always try to like argue back.
Yeah. And on the other day, I think it was Saturday, me, Bubba, and our dad went to a market. And when we started walking, we saw like a Keke, and the window was like shattered, was broken down. Indi Keke zu kwani ike.
Talking of Keke, well, before I even drove in one, all the Kekes I used to see was usually in Indian movies or sometimes Nigerian movies, which was usually a surprise, because I never really been in one or seen the inside of one before. Only seen them in movies like Indian or Nigerian, which was really a good experience on how I drove in one, the driver, front seat, all that, and the seat belt. I could see the back of the Keke, all that. So that's what I really think about it.
Well, like, of course, we all have seen it in Indian movies, and it's like really surprising, like seeing them in person in real life, and like riding one is even more crazier, and like seeing the freedom, and like it's really nice and good.
I think Kekes are some people show Kekes are really unsafe part of transport, but they're really not that unsafe. I think that Kekes are something very accessible to other people, and I also think that there's a lot more Kekes than cars. I think there's much more Kekes than cars, because if you see one car, maybe like 4 cars lined up on the road, you would see much more Kekes, like 8 or 10 there. So I think it's just a lot of more Kekes.
Yeah, I have to agree with where it's more accessible, more cheap, and like I really like the Kekes because, as you said in the Indian movies, it was like actually like it was surreal actually seeing it in real life.
Yeah.
It felt, I wouldn't say incredible, but it felt great to actually see one, get to ride one. Viewers, please comment on how the Kekes are in your area, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is D out.